So you were what we would call a stay-at-home mom, I
Yes,
guess.
which was normal back then. That's what we did.
So I hear stories about how many shirts you had to do. Did
Yes, when you and Jimmy and Michael were, when you were all in school, and Dad wore white shirts in a milk truck, and I would iron. Of course, you did the wash on Monday, and the shirts had to be starched. And back then, we cooked the starch. We would use linnet and satina and put it in a pot and boil it. And then we would put the shirts in the starch and wring it out, and it was real hot. And then we would dampen the clothes by sprinkling it with water and roll them up, put them in the refrigerator overnight so that they would be easier to iron.
and that was Monday.
That was Monday. And then Tuesday we ironed most of the day because everything was cotton and everything was ironed. And that's what we did. And then Wednesday I shopped, and Thursday I cleaned upstairs, and Friday I cleaned downstairs. Oh my goodness.
So you didn't have a car in the early days, right?
Nope.
So how did you do the food shopping?
Dad was home on Wednesdays.
Oh.
So we only had the one car.
So how about diapers? What was the deal with those?
Well, no disposable diapers back then. So we would have a diaper bucket that we kept in the bathroom. And we would keep the dirty diapers after they've been emptied in the diaper bucket that we would put, I forget what we put in it. Maybe it was baking soda to keep the smell down. And then we would take the diaper bucket downstairs and dump it in the washer and rinse that all out, and then wash the diapers and take them out and hang them on the line because we didn't have a dryer. And it would be like 4 dozen diapers would get hung out on the line. Summer, winter, spring, and fall. And in the winter they would freeze.
Did you have a dryer? Washer
Nope.
and dryer?
Didn't have a dryer until Michael was 3.
Did you have a washing machine?
I had a washing machine, yes. Didn't have a dryer. And I kind of got a dryer because Grandma Bonner used to come visit. And I had done the wash, but it was raining out. And I had clotheslines downstairs on the other side where the washer and dryer was. And I had all my clean clothes hanging on those clotheslines. And the line broke, and all the clean clothes fell on the floor. So being patient dad that he was fixing the clothesline and not very happy. And I said, well, if I had a dryer like your brother's wife had, I wouldn't have to do this. And he said, well, if you economize like my brother's wife, then you could get a dryer. So Grandma was there, and she always cooked dinner when she was there. And Dad put butter on his roll, and he tasted it, and he said, this isn't butter, it's margarine. And Grandma said, eat it, Harpo, we're economizing so Peggy can get a dryer. So that's when I got my dryer.
Right. Something happened where all the shirts got ruined?
Yes, I had ironed all the white shirts after having starched them the day before, and I hung them on a pipe in the basement and left them there. And the next day I was house cleaning Michael's bedroom that was right above where I hung the shirts, and Michael slid off the bed and dumped the bucket of spick and span water all over the floor, and I was busy cleaning that up because I didn't want the hardwood floors ruined. And when I went downstairs, all the white shirts were covered with dirt because the water seeped through the floor, which meant they all had to be washed over again and ironed again.